Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. The fine folks over at Wild Badger were kind enough to send me yet another one of their 40-volt setups. And I gotta be honest with you, I've checked out the chainsaw and fell madly in love with the idea that apparently electric chainsaws are now a thing, and they work great, way better than the old 18-volt Ryobi I tried out years ago. Then I asked if I could try out the 18-inch push mower that they had, 40-volt push mower. To be honest with you, on that one, I thought, oh no, there's no way this thing's going to work. But I was able to push mow my entire front yard, which is about a half acre, and a pretty steep hill, on one single battery. Now, it was blinking. It was about dead by the time I got done. But again, it didn't die. It didn't get stuck. It didn't get bogged down. I was actually kind of impressed with that too. So I reached back out to them, asked them if they were interested in working with me again, and they have a couple other items that I would love to try out. This one being the necessity right now. I need to trim some hedges. And so they decided they would send this thing out my way. So I'm glad to be working with them again. We're going to open this up. It is their 40 volt. Not sure how many amp hours this battery is, but once we get it unboxed, we'll take a look. Some of the features, it says 1-inch cutting capacity, so that's a pretty good sized branch. Hardened metal blades. It is compact and lightweight. Has a rotating handle and a comfort grip. And it does come with a battery and charger as well. So let's go ahead and we'll pop this thing open. We'll drag the main unit out first. Okay, I see what they're saying. That's weird. So it does actually rotate. Guess that makes it easier for you if you wanted to grab the safety, if you were cutting up or down. And then you can rotate it the other way, or you can have it straight up. Nice protective cover, protecting the blade. And that does look like it would take your fingers clean off in a heartbeat. When I was younger and I worked in landscaping, I almost did lose some body parts with one of these things. I did not treat it with the respect it deserved, and I almost got taught a valuable lesson. It does have, you get a little closer in here so you can see it up close, safety release here, and of course another safety release there. So safety in, and there you go. This button up on top to rotate the armature around, which is pretty nifty. It says 92 decibel. I found the lawnmower to be a lot quieter than advertised. So as far as weight, empty, a little heavy on the front, but I'll bet you it balances right back out with the battery. So let's go ahead and get that out. There's the manual. And we got a battery and a charger in the manual. Let's open up the battery first. And this battery, 40 volts, comes 3/4 of the way charged. But it doesn't say, or maybe on the bottom here, 40 volt max. Doesn't say how many amp hour this one is. Just says Wild Badger Pro. So not sure on how many amp hour it is. Everything else has been a 4 amp hour that they've sent my way. However, I would imagine this tool is a little bit less power hungry, so maybe it's a 2 amp hour. I don't know. I know they make a 2 amp hour and a 4 amp hour battery available on their site, so that's something for you to wear. And then a charger, and the charger is kind of unique on these. You just simply slide it onto the battery and then plug that into the wall. So, and you have your little charge status right here. So that's kind of cool. All right, the manual itself, let's take a look at that. Yeah, so it does have a 40 volt 2 amp hour, a 40 volt 2.5 amp hour, 40 volt 4 amp hour, and even a 5 amp hour. Then it has a charger. This is the 1 amp hour charger. They do have a 2 amp hour charger, and they even have a rapid charger, which I don't think I've even seen that one on their website. And then the hedge trimmer manual. And it's got some symbols here, safety information, and you do need to pay attention to that. Protective blade, protective guards, just talking about safety stuff. Assembly is simply inserting the battery. Care and maintenance, it does say to oil the blade. You could sharpen the blade, although I can't recall ever sharpening a blade on one of these things. So That's it. Not a whole lot to that. Okay, let's go ahead. If I can get it loose. What have I done? There we go. And we'll insert the battery into this. And now it's balanced. So you can see it's actually balanced a little bit to the back where it was balanced to the forward. So with two hands on it, it feels very neutral. Very neutral. Let me get this blade cover back off. We'll fire this thing up real quick. One of the nice parts about having electric tools. Okay, so if I press the safety and pull the trigger, nothing happens. You gotta have both. Press and hold. If I let go, it immediately shuts off. If I let go, it immediately shuts off. So it's a two-handed operation. That keeps you from losing fingers. You put your finger in that and that's coming off real quick. So nice. Certainly, granted, no hearing left in this side. Still have about 60 to 70% depending on what day of the year it is on that side, but that is not 92 decibel. Probably 40 or 50 would be my guess. All right, well, let's go trim some hedges and see how well it actually performs in a real world situation. Let's do it. Well, as you can see, we got some shrubs here that definitely are due for a squaring up, a nice trimming. So we're gonna try this thing out. Let's do it. Nice. We're still in the sculpting phase here. As you can see back there, we're pretty much right where we need to be. These have been in the ground now for, oh, I don't know, probably 5-6 years. But they're coming along nicely, and this is exactly what you need to keep up with these. I'm gonna tilt the camera a little bit here, and I'm gonna show you we have a sapling that's coming through, just to give you an idea if it'll cut it, really. Yeah, no problem. So I don't know, 1/4 inch maybe. A little bit more than 1/4, maybe 1/2 inch. So didn't have any issues with that. Well, I guess that'll do it. I did actually find that to be a handy feature to be able to rotate that. But it's the Wild Badger, you know, hedge trimmer, and it's pretty nice. It does the job well. Also a whole lot quieter than using a gas one, and a whole lot easier than using one that has a cord on it. So pretty cool, pretty cool. I'll leave a link to where you can get it. I'll also leave links to where you can pick up the electric mower and the gas backpack blower and all the other cool stuff that these guys are producing. I mean, they're making some pretty cool stuff. And I'll see you next time. Take care.